Breaking news, Simon Ekpa will be extradited to Nigeria to face charges, Defense Headquarters says. Can you imagine? Defense Headquarters is now fuming because Simon Ekpa is now in the net of the Finnish police. But what about Toji Bello that is in Nigeria here? What have you done? What about the Lakurawa's new terrorist group in the north? What have you done? These people, Let's see how it goes. Someone like himself too should know how to apply wisdom in fighting for justice and equity and freedom. Speaking on the arrest of Ekpa in a short press statement made available to Sahara reporters, the Director of Defense Information, Brigadier General Tukur Gusau, said the Chief of Defense Staff, General Chris Musa, was pleased with Ekpa's trial. So the Nigerian Defense Headquarters, Abuja, has stated that Simon Ekpa, the self-proclaimed Prime Minister of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, will be extradited to the country to face charges against him. Speaking on the arrest of Ekpa in a short press statement made available to Sahara reporters, the Director of Defense Information, Brigadier General Tukur Gusau, said the Chief of Defense Staff, General Chris Musa, was pleased with Ekpa's trial in Finland. Gusau wrote, Chief of Defense Staff is happy with his arrest in Finland, with the hope this will be a step towards his extradition to Nigeria so that he will face justice. Recall that the Finland District Court in Lahti had ordered the remand of Simon Ekpa on probable cause for public incitement to commit a crime with terrorist intent in Nigeria. So Ekpa was accused of using social media platforms to spread separatist propaganda linked to IPOB, a group advocating for the secession of southeastern Nigeria. So the court alleged that the offenses dated back to August 23, 2021. So Finland authorities have also investigated Ekpa in the past for alleged financial crimes, including the collection of funds through questionable means. The head of the investigation, Crime Commissioner Otto Hitunen of the Central Criminal Police, stated the police suspect that the man has promoted his efforts from Finland with means that have led to violence against civilians and authorities, as well as other crimes in the region of southeastern Nigeria. The man has carried out these activities, among other things, on his social media channels. However, the remaining 4 suspects accused of financial terrorism are believed to have committed the crime in August 2022, also in Lahti. So these individuals, who are of foreign background, were born in the 1960s and 1970s. So Helsinki Sanomat HS reports that 5 suspects were arrested during the first week of the investigation, with police highlighting international cooperation during the preliminary phase. So it was previously reported that authorities suspect Simon Ekpa of being involved in the crime of collecting money unlawfully. In February 2023, Ekpa was arrested in a private apartment in Lahti. Ekpa was later released the same evening after being questioned. So at the time, police also disclosed that they had received multiple reports about Ekpa's activities on social media. This prompted an investigation to determine whether he could be linked to other crimes. So Simon Ekpa is known in Finland as a local politician affiliated with the National Coalition Party. So he has served as a deputy councillor and represented the deputy on the party on Lahti Region's Public Transport Board. Meanwhile, from his home in Lahti, he has used social media to call for election boycotts and support for Biafra's independence efforts. So the thing here is that Simon Ekpa, because of the way he's behaving, actually, is making some people, even in the southeast, to disown him. But generally, Igbos need freedom in Nigeria. That is what they are fighting for. That is what Biafra is fighting for. Okay, and that is what IPOB stands for as well. But the way Amana Ekpa is going about it is has started discrediting him as well, which he needs to be careful. Sometimes he thinks because he's a citizen of Finland, therefore nothing will happen. That is even when the law will check him the more. Okay, and those countries, advanced countries don't want to joke with the word terrorism or anything that has to do with terrorism. So they just want to make sure that your lifestyle is not a threat to the people of Finland and to the government and to the people anywhere else in the world. So, and that is exactly why they're holding this guy. But again, Chief of Defense Staff Chris Musa is here saying that he's happy with the arrest and is hoping that they will extradite him to Nigeria to face charges. What about Toju Bello here? Someone Ekpa could be a problem, but I don't think it's the biggest problem Nigeria has. We have Lakurawa, we have Boko Haram, we have Toju Bello, we have a lot of them terrorizing the North Nigeria. They have gone to the largest military training camp in Niger State, and they claimed it up till now. Army has not been able to recover it, and they cannot say anything about it. Meanwhile, they are talking of elsewhere. These people that are selecting their fight. It's only when it comes to citizens that are probably genuinely fighting for their right. Those are the people they will go after. The people that are breaking into the military armory, cutting away ammunition, and doing all sorts of nonsense, they can't do anything to them. Quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. Okay, let me go to the comment section. The comments will be interesting, I'm sure. Someone said that will be better if he can join his master Nnamdi Kanu in prison. That's what that one will say. Are you happy with the way this country has been run now under this present administration, under APC, not just present administration? That is it. And you and your father will be Fulani slaves, Abi. Someone say you are a compound comment. They'll start insulting themselves. Okay. Fake Nigerian terrorist state media. How many sponsors of terrorists and terrorism have you prosecuted in Nigeria? That is the question. They can't go anywhere near them. Some are even moving freely. Of course, they will start with him. Can you imagine what that one is saying now? So my brother, please, everyone should pray for peace to return to our land previously known for peaceful region. Nnamdi Kanu is not happy with Ekpa. How can he murder people he claimed to be helping to be free? That's what you think. Okay, you are still talking. You will join him and your Mazi very soon. Can you imagine? Goodness, I knew a day like this will come when he was preaching terror like Nnamdi Kanu. No one advised him. Now they will begin by Supreme Court. Okay, oh, good one. Please extradite him to Nigeria where he would be severely dealt with. Okay. This guy will suffer in the hand of the authorities when he is extradited eventually for all the trouble he had caused in the southeast. Chai. Can you imagine? He will celebrate it in Kuje prison. Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu have not committed any offense. Wicked and heartless leaders we have in that country called Nigeria. That is it. Charges of speaking against corrupt leaders that do not have the pain of Nigerians in heart. If the nation was moving in the right direction, nobody, no part of this country will even think of breaking away. Simon Ekpa still remains freedom fighter for people of Biafra, whether they like it or not. That is it. So what the thing here is that why some non-Southeasterners are happy with his arrest, even with some Igbos, some people are also saying that this guy is a freedom fighter no matter what happens to him. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment as Chief of Defense Staff is hoping to align with Finland government so that they can extradite Ekpa to Nigeria to face his charges. His case might be worse than Nnamdi Kanu's case.